Hey, good evening to you. What's going on, guys? It's good to see you, and it's good to be seen by you. Welcome to the show. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful evening. The person doing the seeing and being seen is, of course, me, Bill Sylvie, a.k.a. the Dungeon Delver, where 5 nights a week, we strive to bring you guys the most fun in live-streamed classic tabletop RPG YouTube-ness. So I hope you guys are all having an absolutely fantastic evening this evening, and I am too. And I'm glad to see you guys out there in the audience. We are having a lighting issue. Let me see if I can address this lighting issue. Hang on one second. I think I see the problem. There we go. That's better. 'Twas a bit of a bulky USB connection. Much better, much better. So anyway, welcome to the show. So if you're new, if you have just subscribed, or maybe if you haven't subscribed, and you're wondering what it is exactly that this Dungeon Delver does, what does he do? Guys, 5 nights a week, I strive to bring you all a live stream about classic tabletop role-playing games. Sometimes that's doing what we're doing tonight, which is playing first edition advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Sometimes it's just kind of having a good chill stream. Sometimes it's doing a deep dive on a classic D&D product. Sometimes it's some words of wisdom. It's something that I can bring you from my experience as a gamer. Sometimes we have a guest. But we always have fun. We always have a good time. Right, guys? Right. So anyway, north of the Rockies, coming in as a man of giant melancholies and gigantic mirth. And so if he gets strong enough, he will sing awesome. But anyway, so yeah, that's kind of our thing, right? And my passion is first edition advanced Dungeons and Dragons. I greatly enjoy other RPGs of similar vintage, but I love first edition advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and I hope it's something that you guys will come to relish as much as I do. Nope, I sure won't, Vaughn. Anyway, moving right along. Tonight, if you saw the thing about, hey, they're going to play first edition AD&D. Yes, tonight we are going to play first edition advanced Dungeons and Dragons at 9 o'clock. But for the next 24 minutes, you've got me. It's just us. We're going to hang out for a little while. And I have got stuff. I have got something to show you guys. Something that I instituted, which I think you guys like, hopefully you like, is the dungeon diorama, the miniatures display that I put up. And I've got some for you tonight. Now, these are miniatures that I have painted, that people that I know have painted, or in the case of few of these have been painted by a company to a standard. I'm not talking about your Chinesium, hot blasted plastic minis. No, sir or madam. No, these are metal miniatures. Unfortunately, some of them no longer in print, no longer in production. But if you go look for pre-painted metal miniatures on the internet, you can find some. So that is the case of tonight's diorama, and of course, we're dealing. This will be, as always, in glaucoma vision. So let me see if I can bring this up here, and I will tell you guys a little bit about what we're going to see. But before I do that, I would just like to remind everyone that tonight's live stream is brought to you by our friends at Hellebarde Games. Hellebarde makes the kind of adventures that they'd like to play, whether it is for Castles and Crusades, 5th edition, or the OSR. Old School is in play at the table with Hellebarde, and you can find them on Drive-Thru RPG or on their website, hellebardegames.com. Do check them out. The guy that owns the company is Aces. He is a really cool Frood who knows where his towel is. And if you haven't, like if you're sitting here and you've been through the past 6 minutes and 14 seconds and you're wondering, should I even click subscribe? Do please click the subscribe button, click the bell icon for notifications to get all the information. I could be all dramatic and say, folks, we're still shadow banned by the YouTube algorithm. I'm not. I'm just so small time that it doesn't. Unless I really catch on to something, so I'm not shadow banned. Yeah, click the bell icon for notifications, and you'll get notifications about when live streams are happening or when I drop an interstitial video or what have you. You can do that. So tonight's miniatures, once again, this is the last of these you guys are going to see. This is from This is from Holistic, a game company that's still around, but not so much that you'd know. Sorry, guys. But back in the early 2000s, they actually released a range of D20 products, adventure modules, games, so on and etc. And onto this, they also released a line of pre-painted metal miniatures. And thus, this particular lineup here is of the season. It is du jour, as the French say. So let's see if I can get this to open up here. And nope, that is not happening. Let me see. Let me do this. And how about that? Nope. All right, let me see if I can get the Logic Cam to turn on. I'm doing my level best here, guys. So let's go properties. You guys will have to bear with me. And I'm going to come over here. I know it's all blackened. You'll have to, let's see, activate. Nope, that never works. What we got to do is we got to remove it, and then we got to add it back. Video capture device. Add existing. Yeah. Let's add Logitech. There we go. Alrighty. And just tilt up a little bit. Okay. And yes, we're going to zoom in on those so we can get a better view. Configure video, camera control, zoom. Come on. Zoom. Come on and zoom, zoom, zoom on, zoom. These miniatures will bring you doom. Okay, that's not too bad. So, we have a ghoul. We have a couple of vampires. We got a lich. And we got a skeleton. And again, these are all pre-painted metal. These are from the folks at Holistic. You might be able to pick these up on eBay if you so desire. I was not super impressed with the undead. I think they went for a lot of blood effects and it just didn't work. Let me tell you something. This guy here, this sort of Michael Myers looking dude, because his face, that's not just my camera washing out. They went for some pale colors, and it didn't work well. It didn't work well. So there you have it. And now we're back. There you have it. You have the miniatures that we have up, and it is Halloween, so we went with the spooky ones. A couple of vampires, a ghoul, a lich, and a skeleton. The Undead Justice League, yeah. 40 more people. No, you don't. You don't, Wave. If the Logic Cam won't work, this is the illogic cam. Trust me. That thing, it is meant to sit 3 feet from your face and no further. Those controls on it are a joke. Like 3 feet from non-moving objects. That's it. That camera has no dynamic range to it. It is next to useless. What I really, really need is a second DSLR for stuff like this. But I can tell you, there are 2 price ranges in DSLR. There is $399 to everything north of it, and $15 or $20, maybe up to $50. In the former, you get this quality. I could not do what I'm doing right now with this camera. You get a multitudinous number of functions. In the latter, you get worse than this. You get something that weighs less than this Logitech 920C in a DSLR. It churns my stomach to call it this, but I'm going to say this anyway. Body. It's really just a plastic shell. There's no two ways. There's no budget DSLR. I suppose if like your monthly income is north of 5 figures, $300, $400, $500, $600, $799 for a DSLR is budget. For me, that is incredibly expensive. Reaper does an okay job, but for me, if you're going to go with classic miniatures, get them from Ironwind or get them from Merleton, because they have the Grenadier, they have the Ralpartha and Grenadier molds, respectively. But Reaper's kobolds are Dave Trampier's kobolds. My hat is off to them on their kobolds. Oh, that's awesome, Cornelius. You'll have to tell me about that. So, ultimately, yeah, until or unless things break big again, it's unfortunately I'm going to be puttering around with a really good camera and a really garbage camera for a good long while. Mocos HD webcam, bada. Yeah, I'll look into it. So anyway, what else is going on? Oh, right. Okay, so tomorrow night, of course, Kyle Schumant will be in the house. We will be playing Conflict. It is Kyle's plane at that point. And whatever, however he wants to do, we do, unless something comes up. And then we'll have an open evening. And by the way, for those of you keeping score at home, because I know some of you are, we are at 49.66 on the subscriptionometer. So, yay. And when we get one more subscription, do you know what it'll be? It'll be 49.67. I know, right? It blows my mind, too. So let's see. So let's do that. Let's come over here. And let's do that. And now hopefully our dice roller will work tonight. Does 5 that I don't think it like I don't get a like a button. Yeah, you don't get buttons until you hit like 100,000. They send you a play button. I think it's literally chromed plastic. There's like a 10 million sub diamond button where it's like gold plated, and there's a little diamond set into the play button. But no, 5,000 means two things, Vaughn. F and all. With the algorithm, I don't know. Halloween, let's see. Halloween is next Tuesday, so we'll have to see. I may be out trick-or-treating next Tuesday, guys. I'm just letting y'all know. But I mean, the game doesn't start till 9, and let's face it, by then most people have rolled up the sidewalks. Yeah, Harp's playing for a millisecond when you log on, yeah. I did get an email from YouTube when I hit 1,000 subs, a congratulatory email. So I can't complain too much. I mean, I can, but who cares? Now, we got a super chat last night at the very end of the show from Volcano God, who is a buddy of mine, a show benefactor. And I was talking about cameras earlier. I was groaning and complaining about cameras earlier. Why does that look like that? Doesn't make any farting sense. Anyway. But Volcano God asked about my cheesecake recipe. I'm going to be dressing up as a dad walking around the neighborhood with his daughter. So anyway, he asked if I could share my cheesecake recipe. And so, folks, I'm going to do that for you right now. I'm going to share this out on social media. Fear not. I make a damn good cheesecake. I do. And it's so simple, right? You go and you find some cheesecake recipes, and they're like this much cream and this much lemon and this much sour cream. And I'm like, no, guys. Aside from the white box, what is your most prized RPG item? Probably my Dungeon Master's Guide, because it has Gary, Jim Ward, Darlene, Errol Otis, Dave LaForce, Odiesel LaForce. It has all their autographs in it. So anyway, let's press on. Let's press ahead. Cheesecake recipe. Don't worry if you don't get this. I'll share it in text. You guys will just have to remind me. Here's what you need. 3 blocks of cream cheese. Could be store brand, could be Kraft Philadelphia. Don't get low fat. Just don't get Neufchâtel. 3 blocks of full fat cream cheese. 3 large or extra large eggs. Don't use egg beaters. Don't use egg white substitute. 3 eggs. A bottle of vanilla, can be anybody's. Store brand, McCormick, anybody's vanilla. You need a cup and a tablespoon of granulated sugar. Not baker's sugar. It doesn't do right. Granulated sugar. You need an entire package. Like go buy a box of graham crackers. Don't get like the cinnamon flavor unless you really like cinnamon. Just plain graham crackers. You need a quarter stick of butter. Now, something I cannot emphasize enough, guys. A springform pan is only $9 or $10. If you're going to be making cheesecakes, get a springform pan. Just do it. Trust me. You'll thank me. So, did I mention the vanilla? I mentioned the vanilla. Okay, so here's what you do in preparation. First, take your cream cheese, take it out of the boxes, leave it in the foil envelopes, set it on the counter. You want it to come to room temperature. This will take hours and hours. If you want to make your cheesecake before like midnight, set an alarm, do it before you go to work, whatever, so you can do it at 5 o'clock. But realistically, if you set it out at 7 by noon, it's going to be good to go. Don't set it out at noon because you'll be baking a cheesecake at 10 o'clock at night. All right. While that's doing, you can prepare your crust, and here's how you prepare your crust. You take that package of graham crackers. You can put it in a bowl and grind it up with a pestle. You can, what I do is I put it in a Ziploc freezer storage bag and go over it with a dough roller. You can use a hammer and beat the oh, we lost our live. We lost our live feed light. I didn't realize the battery was dying. Oh well. But basically, you want to grind it into fine crumbs, not dust. Fine crumbs. You want it a little crumbly. You don't want identifiable hunks like, oh, there's a little corner piece, and I can still see like the little hole from the middle or the little perforation or an end for Nabisco. You want crumbs. Take your tablespoon of sugar. Take your graham cracker crumbs. Put them in a mixing bowl. Take a half a stick of butter. Some people use a little quarter. I use a half. Take a half a stick of butter. Melt it in the microwave or a double boiler if you've got one of those. Throw that and your sugar in. You want to mix this up so you've got a wet, warm sand, basically. Press this into your springform pan. You want to preheat your oven to 325 to 350. You know your oven. You know how your oven does. Bake this crust that you have just made for 10 minutes, no more. Not 11. Don't think, I can do 11. No, you can't. All right. Take it out, set it aside. When you're ready to make your cheesecake filling, here's what you do. Get your mixing bowl, get your electric mixer. Bar cream cheese, 1 egg, whip them together. Bar cream cheese, next egg, whip them together. Bar cream cheese, next egg, whip them together. Cup of sugar, blend it in. Now, I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret about vanilla. You can use as much as you want. It doesn't matter. Vanilla to taste. Now, it's going to wetten and thin things, but that's okay. So dunk you a glug or two of vanilla in there. Go to town, get it nice and blended till it's a nice kind of eggshell, sort of very super pale beige color. Like old PC case color should be your goal. You don't want any lumps in it. Now, some people are like, hey, should I bonk the pan or bonk the bowl so bubbles come out of it? That's entirely up to you. You just want it thin. Get yourself a rubber spatula. Have that handy. You want to dump this into the springform pan on top of your crust. And scrape all that goodness in there, when you got it out. If you're just making it for yourself, feel free to lick the spatula. I don't judge. But once it's all done, once you got it in your springform pan, you want to put that in your oven 45 to 55 minutes. It's going to rise like a cake. It may crack on the top. Don't worry about it. It's where you put the cherry filling and pour that in. 45 to 50 minutes. I said 55, I'm at 50, 50. Take it out. Now, let me tell you something. Cheesecakes can fall. But a cheesecake is a dense thing, unlike cake, which it has bubbles. It has sinuses in it, for lack of a better term. It's okay if cheesecake falls and it becomes a little denser and thicker. So what? Some people like that. Some people seek that out. Let it cool for a minimum of an hour. Cover your springform pan. For God's sake, don't open your springform pan yet. Cover your springform pan with foil, not plastic, foil. Put it in your refrigerator for a minimum of 18 hours. It will set. Take it out, snap open your springform ring, carefully remove, cut with dental floss. Don't use mint, use plain. And top with your favorite toppings. There's your Delver's Dungeon baseline cheesecake. Baseline. So that's what you want. That once you master that, and folks, you're going to master it in 1 or possibly 2 tries. If it's a little dry, cook it a little less. If it's too wet, cook it a little more. But if it's too dry, that's just more topping you want to put on it. If it's too wet, it's just creamier. It's going to be good either way, guys. But once you have that down, folks, the cheesecake world is your oyster. You can do anything at that point. Anything. Once you've got those basics down. You want to make an apple pie cheesecake, make apple pie topping and stir it into your cheesecake mix. Boom, done. You want to make a pumpkin pie cheesecake? Exactly the same recipe. Can of pumpkin and some nutmeg. You want to make a chocolate one? Throw some chocolate in the double boiler. Pour it in there after you've mixed everything before you dump it in your springform pan. You want to make a loaded Bailey's Irish cream cheesecake? Same recipe I just told you. 1 cup of Bailey's. Cut it into 8 slices. That's a shot of Bailey's in every slice. You want to do something for summer? Throw in some white chocolate, mix in some raspberries and some blueberries, and top with a orange twist. I'll let you guys in on a little secret. You can make a non-dessert cheesecake. Eliminate the vanilla and the sugar. It's just cream cheese and eggs. And you don't do graham cracker crust. You do rye crisp crust. You top with nuts, and you have a serving spatula, and you have it on rye crisps. Fantastic for football or for the sideboard at Thanksgiving. You're welcome. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Guinness cheesecake. That would be an interesting challenge because Guinness effervesces. It's an alcohol and it effervesces. I'll have to look into it. No fish cakes. No fish cakes. Now, my neighbors across the street, I've known them as long as I've lived in this neighborhood. They go bonkers for my raspberry swirl cheesecake. I do a raspberry reduction, and I just blend it. I just pour it after the cheesecake is in the pan, before it goes in the oven, I just pour it in and I use a chopstick and I pour the reduction in as I swirl. And I've usually got some left that I can that I can put in there. So put in a jar rather for them. So that's how I do. That is how I do, guys. Where's the DD dice? We're gonna play some first edition AD&D. I'm done talking about cheesecakes, but let's see. Let's go to my dice room, and now I gotta do this thing again. Hang on, bear with me. I just want to get the dice roller, and then we're gonna like it's gonna work. Anyway, and then we're gonna have the group come in. Then we're gonna bring in the players. Now, if you guys are super interested in that, I will post that on social media, or you can come back and you can watch it. But for now, my headphones are over here. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what you've all been waiting for, not the Delver's Dungeon dessert channel. Let us bid a Delver's Dungeon welcome to Doomsword Deathmaster as Vroog Dorn. Greetings, sir.
What's up?
The inevitable Mark as Grimsby. The unavoidable Mobius as Duran.
How's it going?
Kevin, I have no clever name for him, as Marius, and the fellow who comes with his own built-in clever name. Let us welcome Thane Kyle as Sir Standard. Hello, hello.
Hi, all.
How is everyone? I hope you're hungry for some dungeon adventuring tonight.
I just slammed both my flu shot and my COVID shot at the same time, so if I spontaneously drop dead, that's why.
Okay, well, we're going to hope that doesn't happen. And
if you get them in opposite arms, then in the center you get a nice battle of the two diseases. It's great.
Yes. All right. So let's see. Let's get some recent files open here. Dungeon Master's Guide. And Monster Manuel. Okay, adventurers. Let's round up last game. You guys are currently dealing with cultists, you think, perhaps. You've stabbed and hacked and held and fireballed and everything else, some unsavory types within the caves of chaos. Gentlemen, what are your intentions tonight?
All right, so what I remember is that we had those guys that me and Duran, coup de grace, and then looked around the corner, didn't see anything. You guys were up on a ramp on a ledge chasing zombies, and killed them, right? Or chasing cultists and took care of them, and then we rendezvoused.
Yeah, I think we came back to the room that you were killed the cultists in.
Right, because we got to that bottleneck and killed those cultists, and then all I did after that point, as I recall, is we killed them, and then I looked around the corner and then waited for you guys to come back. Basically, I think I might have yelled to you.
Vroog yelling? That never happened.
No, and I, as a person, eschew yelling.
Yes, Doomsword has never, ever been known to raise his voice ever under any circumstances. All right, so At the top of the slope, looking to the south, you can clearly see there is an open space. There is a chamber of some kind with various accoutrement and decoration. Looking to the north, your vision fades into the blackness. You think perhaps at its ultimate limit on the right-hand side, you might see a door, but the 20-foot wide gallery continues on north. Past that point, gentlemen, call the ball. What are you doing now?
Well,
All right, so we're all back together. We're at your position, Mark, or we're at wherever. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. You guys call it.
As a thief, I just want to know: did you loot the room?
Well, as I recall, there was only like 4 guys
Okay,
that ended up getting killed, and I picked their pockets. Me and Duran picked their pockets, and then we didn't do anything else in terms of exploration. I think it was right at the end.
Yeah, we didn't check for
So-
secret doors or nothing. That was exactly.
Yeah, we didn't do anything.
Let's
yeah,
just go
I
loot that room.
I stole the evil holy symbols plus the 3 nice ones.
Yep.
So, yep.
That is correct. That is correct. So, now let's see. I have no idea if our dice roller is going to be nice and work tonight. So let me be the first to test that. Hooray! We have
Hey, yeah.
that means nothing. So let me just clear off the board there, and we have working dice, except they are stuck.
How quick before they get stuck?
Oh no! Okay, all right. There, Whew. There we go. It's DD dice. You never know what you're going to get. You know, one might suggest that it's random.
I know one thing. If you, it used to be. I haven't tested it yet, but it used to be if you roll, because you can roll hidden dice so that the player doesn't see them as a DM, and for like fine traps and stuff like that. Those used to stay on the screen forever.
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
interested in testing that one of these days.
We should get together and test that at some point. So, adventurers, you have looted the bodies, you've booted the lotties, and I don't even know what that means. You are, again, in the darkness to the north, a room to the south. What will you do? Whither goest thou?
Room first.
Yeah. So let's go south.
I pushed the thief in that direction.
I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Okay. Grimsby scoots down there and hopefully does not get killed.
You just need the reinforced 10-foot pole with a halfling-size harness attachment on the end.
You just explained to Kender.
Sweeping it back and forth, looking for traps. All right. So this chamber that you've entered, it is a place of red stone, the floor being a mosaic of checkerboard, black and red. The south wall is covered by a huge tapestry which depicts a black landscape, barren trees, and unidentifiable but horrible black shapes in silhouette, possibly demons of some sort, holding aloft a struggling human. A gray sky is torn by wisps of purple clouds, and a bloody moon with a skull-like face on it leers down upon the scene. 4 black pillars support the domed ceiling some 25 feet overhead. Between these columns, just in front of the tapestry, is a stone altar of veined red and black rock, rough-hewn and stained brown with dried blood. Upon it are 4 ancient bronze vessels, a shallow bowl, a pair of goblets, and an ewer, a vase-shaped pitcher. They are also blood-stained, but obviously valuable.
And is there any signs of life or unlife down here?
Glancing in, you do not see any, no.
Okay. I scoot back and say, it's a creepy place down there. But there's some stuff on
I'm
the altar.
sure
It
it
looks like it
is.
could be maybe worth something.
Well, that's why we hired a thief.
You want me to go get him?
Good eye.
Get it all.
I'd feel better if you at least come down with me, like just in case someone pops up and tries to scare me.
Yeah,
You mean just in case I gotta kill a man? Well, I'm a little bit loud, but I'll go.
Let's go.
Clunk, 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 clunk.
All right. Well, let's see. As you walk on down the hall, whether or not any. Do you pause to take a face from the ancient gallery? All right. So nothing untowards befalls you as you walk to the chamber, and it is as I have described, lurid and disgusting. Obviously, a place of chaos and evil worship. What will you do, adventurers?
Check for secret doors.
Of course.
And Grimsby will go take a look at the stuff that's on the altar and see if it is in fact worth something.
Just don't touch it.
Does Grimsby want me to
I shouldn't touch
trail him?
this. Whoops.
I'll also go check out the altar and I don't know, pour some holy water on it.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Smash it with a war pick a few dozen times.
Marius will walk the opposite direction for secret doors.
Okay. Searching for
Mark, do you want me to?
I'm
I'm
gonna
sorry.
purify this
Do you
altar.
want me to trail you?
No, I just Grimsby just meant like I wanted the gang to come with me to the room.
Right.
He's
Right.
not gonna
Okay.
do that.
I'm searching that room for secret doors, so it's kind of hard to do it not in the room.
Okay. Those of you searching the room for secret doors, you do not find anything in the chamber. Mark, Grimsby observes the ewer, the cups, and the let's see, it was the ewer, the cups, and a basin, I think that I said, or
You also forgot the Holy Grail.
yeah, a shallow bowl, a pair of goblets, and an ewer. They are thoroughly bloodstained. However, they're filigreed. They look less like they were cast and beaten and more like they were carved from gold. They look highly valuable. Duran, you are pouring holy water on the altar, yes?
Correct.
You feel the rightness of your action, but you also feel as though you have offended, which may play into the rightness of your feelings.
Will the altar goods fit into a small sack, such as this one?
It would actually require a large bag for all of these.
Does anyone have a large sack?
I have a
Sure do.
I have a quote spare sack, but I don't know. But I did not note its size. That was my fault.
I have a large sack. I can fill it full of coins and take them for miles.
Can I use it to take this stuff so we can bring it back to the keep?
Yeah, put that
Sure.
stuff in a separate sack.
Okay. So I take this large sack, and I dread what is coming. I grab the stuff off the altar and shove it in the sack.
Okay.
Like-
Roll a d20 for me, Mark.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I was just waiting for it. Let's see, a D20. That's this one.
And you succumb to the contact poison, which gives instant death.
6.
Roll well.
I rolled a 6.
You rolled a 6. Okay. All right. So you have collected the items. What will you guys do next?
Should we loot and leave? Perhaps develop a plan and come back. This place looks
Well,
different.
Owl.
we hit a dead end. Do we want to keep going down that hallway?
Up to the north.
I'm still
There were
good.
other caves.
I haven't used. I'm still okay on spells. I have at least one sleep spell left, according to my notes. So
Let's head up north. I will stay in the back to make sure our retreat is safe while you go explore up front.
Well, we can do that, but I don't like the looks of this place. It feels different.
are you still low, Rug?
I am healthy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
you healed him up last time, I think.
yeah, I've got 10 hit points out of 16, right? This feels Different. What about the other caves? What about we dispose of this loot? I don't want to be encumbered by it coming upon enemies. It's a short jump back to the keep.
Indeed.
Perhaps we get prepared.
Yeah, let's go back.
Yeah, all right. Discretion's the better part of valor.
I want you to know that doesn't mean I'm weak. Vroog's thinking.
Scary.
As we're leaving,
You should see my thoughts, friend.
Your thoughts?
Okay, so making your way out of the shrine of room there that you're in, you return to the exit, and let's see, you don't encounter anything when you get to the slope down, and you don't encounter anything on your way out. Are you going out through the angled passage, the northwest 20-foot wide passage? Or are you going to go back to the secret door way?
that was the
I
shortest.
think that's up to Mark.
I think we go straight out the cave entrance.
Yeah, the angle's the shorter way.
Yeah.
I think, right? Yeah.
Okay, so you return. Your men-at-arms guarding the horses are glad to see you, and that you're mostly hale and hearty, and say, well, let's away then, my lords.
Absolutely.
I go over, I give Cinnamon a pat, jump on.
All right. Cinnamon's happy to see you. Alrighty, and you return to the Caves of Chaos return from the Caves of Chaos to the keep with nothing untowards befalling you as you travel. And you're back. So what will you do at the keep?
Well, obviously we'll sell the treasure, right?
I think we should wash it
But to
first.
who? Yeah, do we bring it to the curate or do we bring it to the banker?
The trade. Don't we have a trader?
I think wouldn't the moneylender want this kind of thing?
He might, but it's like covered in blood.
Yeah, we gotta clean this stuff.
Well, yeah, we have to clean it
Well,
up.
you know, that's what we got halflings for. They can clean that stuff off.
Hey,
I mean, I plan on drinking, right? I don't think I have anything else to do.
well, how about I go to the loan bank and see what he'll take for this stuff? What he'll give us for this stuff.
Okay, are you cleaning it first, or are you just going straight to the loan bank?
Is there like a rain barrel nearby? I can give it a quick clean out in the rain barrel.
There is, but the rain barrel generally is regarded as semi-potable. And these things are covered with blood, so I'll leave it to Grimsby to decide whether or not he wants to.
So he'll go to the loan bank, and while there, he will extract from his bank, his safety deposit box, the items he has in it,
Okay.
and then give the goods and have them put into his safety deposit box.
Okay.
Because he's going to go back to the party and say, "Yeah, he gave us this stuff for the bulls."
Okay. Alrighty. So what is it? You'll have to remind me.
Yeah.
Your sheet.
I have a silver armband, a jeweled dagger, and a jeweled clasp. That's a total of 1,050 gold pieces worth.
Well, there you go, adventurers. Grimsby comes back with his assessment of 1,050 worth of treasure that the loan bank apparently traded him for the ewer, the bowl, and the 2 goblets.
And here's your sack back.
You took a trade, not cash.
Ah, he didn't have it on hand.
All right, next time we're gonna have to come up with more thorough arrangements. Like you were supposed to come back with money, not
Well,
goods
why
that
not
we're just gonna have to sell again.
This is money.
Yeah, why not just sell them?
Well, like I said, he didn't
Could have
have
done
money
that
on
while he
hand.
was there, don't you think?
That's my point.
The guy didn't have money on hand. Anyways, I got stuff to do.
What's this talk about money?
Grimsby puts the jewelry in front of you, and he says, I got stuff to do. He's going to go back to the loan bank so he can look at the items.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. They are.
He will have them extracted so he can, like, look at them and observe them.
Okay.
While the rest of the party does stuff.
Alrighty.
Well, I guess let's go sell those items then and see if we can get something out of him. I mean, Grimsby's not the most charismatic fool in the world. I think, Priest, you have him beat, don't you?
Yes, but aren't we just gonna go right back to the loan bank? If he didn't have
Yeah.
money for the cup, he's not gonna have money for this.
Well, that's my point. Is if he has money for that, right? He didn't have money for Grimsby. Maybe he's racist against halflings.
Well, at the very least, we could find out what he thinks these are worth.
Exactly.
I'm pretty damn handsome.
Yeah, Give him
You
the
guys
Brug,
making
if
some
anything.
kind of joke?
Give him the Brug, let him try him out. If anything, we'll at least get some information. I don't know. Let's go.
Why not?
Can't hurt.
Oh, we need the cash, not the items. So.
Marius is going to go buy more oil.
Oh, get some more holy water too. I threw
All right.
a
Okay.
couple coins.
I'll get oil, and I'll get 5 flasks of oil and 5 flasks of holy water if they have it.
You know, holy water's 25 gold apiece, right?
Yes.
I reached back into my pocket.
Also, just as a heads up, Marius, I have 5 flasks on me. Do you want 3?
Well, I have 3 flasks of oil left over still, but it seems like more often than not, I don't have another active action to perform.
Hold on a
As I
second.
said,
You're playing with fireballs, wands of fireballs, and you have 5 flasks of oil.
No. That's the other mage.
You're gonna be
Yeah,
like
that would be-
you're
that
gonna
would
be
be
immolated.
that would be correct. When I die, I want to go up in a ball of glory. Thank you. I want nothing left in my body for them to defile. It needs to be pure ash.
I'm glad you're in the back rank.
Aren't you, though?
All right,
What
let's
else
go
did
see
it
that
say?
money ladder.
Okay.
A whistle.
You
over
guys-
the moon.
You guys go to the loan bank. You know, he's there. He's working in his ledger and looks up. What can I do for the rest of you, gentlemen?
Good day, my good sir. I understand you had dealings with an associate of ours.
Oh, the halfling Grimsby? Yes. He was here. Actually, he still is here, but he's in a he's in a private parlor right now. He's looking at some things that he had. Actually, let me see.
Oh, he's here at the moment.
Yes, he is. But what he is doing is entirely his own business.
Oh, that's neither here nor there. He came back to us with these, and he said that you had traded him for some loot that we had acquired earlier, and we were just wondering, like, I was
Can we
kinda
liquidate
hoping we could liquidate them here and get some cash for it because we really don't need the items.
I had no dealings with him other than to allow him access to his deposit box. If you wish to trade these items, of course, more than welcome to. Let's see.
The dagger and the bracelet and whatever the third thing is down. I'm like, so you're saying you didn't trade these to Grimsby for some golden cups and bowls
No, I didn't see any such
Like-
items, whatever,
in the last half hour?
within the last half hour.
It's
I,
not
I
the
look
first-
at Sir Standard.
It's not the first time Grimsby's done something like this. You know that, right?
Yeah, it's going to be the last time.
He offers you 800 for the items.
What do you think is your standard?
Yeah, out of 1,000, I mean that's air.
I think
Yeah.
we have an accord.
Of course. Would you like platinum or gold?
Obviously platinum.
Okay.
It's easier to carry.
So he, with a couple of guards watching you guys carefully, he leaves and then he comes back and he's carrying a small box out of which he takes, let's see,
200,000 coins. I think. Wait. No, not quite.
160 pieces of platinum. So yes, 16 pounds platinum, gentlemen. Ka-chunk,
Yep.
ka-chunk, ka-chunk. This weighs as half as much as a car battery, so it's pretty heavy.
Man, we should have brought Brug. I told you.
That's okay.
I came along. I just stood in the back. Or at least I didn't say I didn't come along.
I'm like friggin' trudging it, holding it, just picking it up with my hand easy.
Okay.
Feather.
Wait, hang on.
Grimsby, the thrum of lambent power and whispered promises of obscene delights as you fondle the items fills your little halfling mind. You can imagine yourself so equipped with the value that these would give you returning to your home shire, and perhaps that lovely little blonde serving wench will notice you then, and if not, then she will be broken, as will the miller, as will the tax collector, as will the potato farmer.
Potato farmer.
Potato farmer.
Boil and mash and
Bill,
stick 'em in the pan.
so Grimsby has the key to the evil priest's apartment. Would it still be open? Like, I mean, like not taken over again?
As if you guys have not done any disposed of anything there, then it is certainly cromulent that nothing untowards has happened.
Then Grimsby will make sure we'll go back to that apartment
Okay.
because he has the key to it
All right, Grimsby.
with his items, and make it a
Sure.
display of them.
All right, Grimsby, you are trundling out of the lone bank, and there are your comrades standing at the counter.
Oh.
Everyone, there's Grimsby holding a sack.
How long's this been going on?
Banking.
Burglar.
Banking's been going on for centuries. I believe it's old tradition.
Your words mean nothing.
Yeah, grab him,
What are
Brug.
you doing?
I'm going back to the apartment.
What apartment?
Our
Our apartment?
Yeah.
What's in your hand?
Stuff from my deposit box. I was going to send the package to my gran.
Really? Because the moneylender here says that you guys didn't have any dealings earlier, especially with these items that you gave us. So we're thinking maybe you got a little light-fingered again. And
Nope.
if that happens, I think we're breaking those fingers. So what do you got in the sack?
My stuff. You
Mind
got
if we
paid.
take a look?
No, I do mind. You got paid.
All right, I'm gonna cast the whole person spell I got in the scroll.
Okay, we're going to the lone banker is standing behind the counter, yelling, "No magic wands! No magic wands!"
Scroll.
Quiet!
His two guards are raising their crossbows.
One moment, kind sir. We were about to take this outside, and I say the last word on that spell.
I'm casting sleep.
Okay, we're going to have to roll initiative because there's lots of parties here. I'm going to say that essentially we have two opposed sides, even though the moneylender and the two guards are technically neutral. they are on nobody's side because nobody is on their side. So, Mark, I'm going to need you to roll initiative, and Doomsword, I'm going to need you to roll initiative.
I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4. I didn't see it.
Yeah. I seem to be in my
There
own
it is.
little room, so
That's fine.
That 4 is mine.
Oh.
I'm one.
Fun. Okay, Grimsby. The elf's hands come up, and he starts to say, go to sleep, we're gonna beat your halfling butt. And you see Duran is holding up his holy symbol, and he's pronouncing a spell. Now, hold person takes, I don't have my player's handbook open.
I do.
How many segments on hold person?
One segment.
One segment for hold person.
Segment.
One segment for sleep.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm not the lowest level person in this place. Everyone else is going to fall asleep before me.
You are not the lowest level person in this place. Grimsby is, in fact, fairly high level. So, greetings, Sean Hall. So, let's see. What is Grimsby doing? It's an initiative tie, but what was Grimsby seeking to do?
Beat feet. He's leaving.
Okay, so in a segment, Grimsby's nominal movement is 120 feet around, indoors. In a segment, because a round is 10 segments, you can essentially move 1/10 of that, so 12 feet. So from where you are, you can just make it to the door before you need to give me a saving throw versus spells at -2.
Okay. I'll do that right now. That one. -2, you say? That's
-2, I say.
Oh, but is it, I get +3 versus for magic.
So you're at a total of +1.
Yep. Woo.
14 becomes 15, and let's check.
It's 15. You're right. Sorry. That is exactly what I need.
Okay, you kind of feel yourself stiffen for a half a moment. I'm going to go ahead and open a copy of the player's handbook here. And I know, folks, ladies and germs, I've got a whole wall of them up here. I've got literally a dozen player's handbooks, but it's just a little bit more convenient to have the PDF open. So in this case, in this circumstance, were you all to my home, it would be different. But all right, so let's see. Sleep!
Mm-hmm.
Sleep in heavenly peace!
Has a range of 4 inches.
All right, so it's definitely going to catch range or radius. Oh, radius is
It has a radius of 3.
okay. Where are you putting the sleep spell?
Well, my goal was to put it as close toward Grimsby as possible and as far away from innocence as possible. So, like, I don't want to sleep the guards if I can help it. I don't want to sleep my party members if I can help it. Right?
Okay.
And since he's going to the door.
All very important before spell casting information. So let's see. You can absolutely hit the door area.
I'd hope so.
Grimsby is 3rd level, yes, or is he 4th?
He's 3rd level.
Okay.
Ain't immune yet.
Could have been 4th.
Roll a d4 if you would, please.
Yep. Let me...
Level drain.
Come on.
2. Okay. Grimsby and one of the armed guards slump to the ground.
So close.
You
So
hear
very
a
close,
clatter.
Mark.
You hear a clatter and a clanging from Grimsby's sack as he slumps to the ground, and the moneylender is blowing on a whistle. So what are you guys doing now?
I'm going to
I'm going to
apologize
apologize
profusely to the
to my-
moneylender. Maybe even offer him some compensance for screwing up his establishment.
Okay. What do you offer him in recompense?
I look back over at Vrug. I'm like, let's see some of that platinum.
I don't even know what's going on. I'm emptying this sack.
So
It's
like I
all
reach
about
into
the
the
sack,
sack,
right?
like putting the whistle down.
Well, as this is going on, as you guys are kind of wondering what to do, a trio of guards, and you guys recognize it. It's
Frank.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They're rushing in and they're looking around and they're like, Sir Vrug, Duran, Father Duran, what goes on here?
Sir was my father, or at least that's what I heard. I'm just trying to check this sack.
Misunderstanding.
All I see in the back of my head is that scene from John Wick where Jimmy shows up at the door and he goes, "You working, John?" John goes, "No, I'm just sorting some stuff out."
Okay, so all right, they are. Let's see how are they reacting to this situation. Let us give a reaction roll. Okay, all right, they're pretty cool about it. If anybody gets stupid, they're gonna start using flats of swords and pommels of truncheons on you guys. But they seem they seem pretty okay at the moment with your explanation of what's going on.
I'm really
Why-
sorry, Frank. Just let's grab up Grimsby and we'll get out of your hair.
I
I had to
think
turn to the moneylender and I'm like, I'm really sorry. Please don't give us bad rates from now on. And
Yeah, I want to dump out that bag.
Well,
I mean-
grab up the bag and Grimsby and
That's what
Frankie.
I mean. I guess that's what this is all about, right?
I agree.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
agree. If what's in that bag is what I think is in that bag, I think the moneylender needs to see this because I think we need to have a conversation.
Yeah, I ain't got no clue except this started the argument.
All right.
My
So,
head's hurting.
good evening, Marcelo. Good to see you. So emptying out the bag. And what did somebody want to clue me in so I don't have to go digging for it? What is the duration on sleep?
Oh, I have that as well. The duration on sleep is 5 rounds.
5 rounds per level.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. That
So
seems to be the rest of their life.
Sorry, all of the information I have written down for sleep is if I was a level 1 caster.
okay. But you're level 2 magic user now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you have a full turn. So this is taking a while. Is any Vrug, you dump the bag out and there's that bloody thus I mean it's literally cut, dried blood. It hasn't been cleaned.
Right.
It looks like some of it's been rubbed off in a few places, like somebody maybe polished it with their hand or something like that. But yeah, there's all kinds of evil symbol worked everywhere. It are flaming eye symbols or the inverted Y symbol, and sometimes they're worked in together. So,
Do I feel weird by that or anything? I mean, is that something that
I mean,
feels kind of grim?
You saw it all over the cultists area when you guys were in the Caves of Chaos. So
Actually, friends, I know who might want these items. And it's not the moneylender.
Looks like the halfling wants the items.
What's the deal with the halfling? Why?
I think we need to go
What the hell's going on around here?
I think we need to go visit a priest.
All right, like I said, Frank, sorry for being a hassle, and like I said, we're gonna get out of your hair.
not at all. Best of luck.
See you at the pub, eh?
Certainly.
I
All right.
think
Get
these items are cursed.
You want me to carry this thing?
I grab up
Yeah, just
Grimsby
don't
and put
touch the gold.
shoulder around him.
No, I mean the halfling.
Oh yeah. But by all means, tie him up.
Come on,
please, for his
pal.
own safety.
Whoa.
I'll use that rope of
I'll
entanglement.
reach
on
my
him.
arms around him, you see.
Oh, the rope of entangling. That's actually perfect. All right. So
Okay, great. Yeah, I'll carry him then.
You can wear him like a purse now.
yes, Grimsby, you come to. You are staring down Vroog's back, bouncing along somewhere through the court.
I fart.
You don't have you don't have your ewer and your vessels.
Thieves! Thieves! They've taken my stuff. I'm being kidnapped. He yells out. Help!
Okay.
I'm going to shove an apple in his mouth and tell the pig to squeal.
I was just going to tell Brug to knock him out.
Just whip him against the ground a couple of times.
You want me to drop him on his head?
All right. So
I think that happened when he was young.
you head to the temple, and the priest is like, "Is this some sort of academic prank?" When he sees you guys bring a halfling in, tied up with an apple shoved in his mouth.
No, this unsavory type. No, he just needs to be taught a lesson. Got an apple?
I don't. Is there something I can help you with today?
These items, we think they have cursed our friend. Vroog, do me a favor, drop the halfling and bring forth the gold.
I drop the halfling
All right.
and grab that. I mean, I just drop him, and then I'll go get the gold.
Okay.
He's the only one of our order that has touched this gold. His behavior has changed dramatically. We've had to ensorcel him and then bind him to keep him from hurting himself and or others.
Okay. The first thing he does is he very quickly he takes out a piece of chalk and draws a circle around where you've dumped the items on the floor. And he's muttering something as he's doing that. Yes, clerics can do magic circles too.
Yep.
He then raises his hands. Mobius Duran knows he is casting a detect magic spell, and he says they are strongly magical. Now let's see. He casts another spell, and you are all sickened by this disgusting purple light. Everybody except Grimsby. Grimsby's okay with it. This disgusting, lurid purple light that sort of strobes out of them. He makes a holy sign at it, and it's just horrid. And all of you, again, except for Grimsby, feel an instant loathing for these items. You cannot wait to see this melted down, destroyed, somehow annihilated.
Awesome.
These items.
This might be a bad time, but I will also then produce the 15 unholy symbols that I have and say, hey, can we add this to the pile?
Put them in the circle! Put them in the circle! Don't break the chalk! Put them in the circle!
That's fine.
Grimsby's scooching. Maybe he can break the chalk. Scooch, scooch. Not really.
Save him!
Grimsby the inchworm.
Scooch,
All right.
scooch, scooch.
Yeah, he produces holy water and pours it on you and begins to pray over you, Grimsby. It's horrible. It's awful. You don't like it at all.
I haven't had a bath for years. This is horrible.
Yeah. All right, let me see here.
If your head spins around and you spit pea soup, I'm leaving.
Wouldn't blame you.
But right now, as for Grimsby,
I just washed my boots.
There's only one thing to do. We gotta impale him.
He's, Grimsby's
It's a surefire cure for this.
Oh, we do have all that oil on hand.
Hey, death
Oh
cures
yeah,
all
we could
ailments.
burn him at the stake.
Grimsby, he grabs you. He breaks out a small box of waxy oil and draws something on your forehead, and you're like thrashing and this disgusting, this filthy human is doing something, and your body is racked with pain.
Damn potato farmers.
And he clamps his hand on your forehead, and he's muttering some kind of spell, and then he releases you, and suddenly it all comes rushing in. You were like a passenger almost, watching yourself after you touched the items. And all that whatever force was compelling you wanted to do was bring the items back to the chapel. But the evil dream is over, and you feel okay now. You're not chaotic evil anymore.
That's good. I was going to ask about that. Grimsby looks up and says, "Oh, hi guys."
So
Well, you're supposed to be the same as you was before.
I am changed, but not for the worse, hopefully. I'm not going back there anymore, though.
Man, any change for better or worse is worse for
Well,
you.
Actually, this is definitely a change for the worse. I just gave away a bunch of jewelry.
Yeah, well,
definitely
we still
cursed
got
item.
this stuff
Definitely
sitting
cursed.
here. Well, it's still sitting here.
I ain't touching it.
We got 800 gold. Who wants this crap?
That's
I want to get back into the caves and bust some ads.
well, hold the phone. Last time I presented this church with these symbols with which to be destroyed, I was given a great gift, and I promised I would return with more. I didn't exactly anticipate my return to be in the form that it is taken. However, I do believe I have rendered at least some service to the church, and do quite calmly request recompense. And part of that recompense, I'm sure, is saving my friend here. So say thank you, Grimsby.
Thank you, Grimsby.
Yeah, because
You're
they were
welcome.
100% going to charge us.
So now that that's settled, weighing the two debts, how much do I get for the 15 holy symbols I'm turning in?
So let's see. The church does not have any more magical items they can spare.
Not needed.
Okay. They will perform rites of healing upon any of your injured right now on the spot if you need it.
Rug, step forward.
We're here.
And I feel all tingly.
All right. So Vrug, he does a spell on you. He
So
puts
now
a
you
spell
know.
on you. Let's see, where'd my die roller go? There we go. And seeing that you still have wounds on you, he hits you with another one. So you get a total of 12 hit points back, which should bring you back up to full.
All right.
I'm not much for magic, but this I like.
Okay. If we happen to have any other emergencies, you will probably see us again soon. Okay, thanks. Bye.
All right.
That was really cool what you did there. I hope to be able to do it one day.
Yeah. So, what now, adventurers? You have
Yeah,
Grimsby is untied, he goes to the apartment that he has a key to, and he'll stay there until you guys are ready to go adventuring. He's not going to do
Okay.
much.
All right, I guess we're letting him go. Yeah, he was possessed. He wasn't just greedy.
Unless the cleric's in on it.
Yeah, you got to watch out for that.
Yeah, highly unlikely.
Those
But-
dirty priests.
I collect my robe.
Listen, so what's the plan?
I pat him on the back and say like, "No hard feelings," and off you go. And then I gotta go
Listen,
back to
he
my-
does something again, I'll smash him where he stands.
I might
was
not
ready
be
to do
able to
it this
sleep in
time.
next time.
But I got to go back to
No.
my apartment, grab all the silver I got underneath the mattress, and then go to the blacksmith. I want to try to get the ends of my quarterstaff silvered.
Okay. Yeah, so that's basically going to cost you 20 gold pieces for the work, for the labor. So he said,
I grabbed all this silver for nothing. Here's 20 gold.
I can boil the silver and just dip your staff in it and it'll come flying off the first time it hits something. To do it properly.
Yeah. I don't
Takes-
tell you how to do your job. You don't tell me how to do mine.
Exactly so, Father. So he will do that for you, and it will take him a couple of days.
Oh, you mean I got to go get a new stick? Trudge off into the bush.
Come back with a sapling using your pocket knife there. Okay, so what's your plan, guys? Other than Duran having Duran had a stick.
Got to do some whittling over here. Don't worry. Don't mind me.
I'm gonna spend my time around it because there's a couple of days, right? I'm gonna spend my time like showing off haughtily, showing off my weapon and armor, because the last I heard, maybe somebody who's not necessarily magically inclined might recognize something about it that's interesting, and or looking for henchmen. I'm gonna talk to the barkeep about whether or not there's somebody around that can help us out at a level higher than these hirelings.
Okay. As far as higher level hirelings, let's see.
I also think that we're good to go back to the caves whenever. We don't necessarily have to wait for the silver stick.
No, I don't think so either.
There's no one really at the Travelers Inn, the Black Main, who's suitable. Rumors have flown around, by the way, that Grimsby went mad. Grimsby was possessed. There was an attempted robbery at the money lender. That
It's just heartburn.
all right, but no one treats you hostilely or any more so than they usually do. So
I knew those halitosis treatments for Rube were working out.
So you gonna leave your staff and we're gonna go back, or are we spending the 2 days in town?
No, we're leaving it. We can go. I'm already whittling away a new one.
All right, cool, whatever. We'll just leave, I guess.
I mean, it's only just a stick. All right, I guess I should go. I'll go get another quarterstaff from the hardware store on the way out. Because it does have to be a hardwood.
It's just a stick.
okay.
D1 damage.
All right. So you guys are
How
headed.
much for that? On the way out
You
there.
guys are headed back to the caves, correct?
I go see Bill, the hardware store guy, on the way out. How much for that quarterstaff?
That quarterstaff.
Face that over in the corner. That's really not a broom.
It's $1.25 quarterstaff, actually. That quarterstaff, let's see.
Do we have a day's rest at all, gang?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was the night.
I had 1 hit point down, so I just want to make sure I get back.
Okay. So let's see.
Quarterstaffs
Come
have
on.
a cost in here.
Let's see. Staff. Spear, sword.
There's no price in the PHP for them.
Really?
They are literally a stick. They are free.
Okay. Yeah. So
Nice.
there you go. 2 copper, sir.
What? Everything's more expensive in the sticks. All right.
Well, you would expect it to be better than just like a warped ass plank or something.
Exactly.
You know, you don't want to hit somebody with like a 1x2.
It's not just
You
the
know.
broom. All right. That's enough. To hold up.
As we're drinking that night, I mean, I assume we drink, right? Like you do. You
Don't you
guys drink
always?
with me at night?
For sure.
Yeah, I think so. I know I always drink at that time of the night. So what's our plan, boys? I want combat. We've got
Back to
destruction.
the caves in the morning. So
We have caves all over the place that we've yet to explore.
yeah, we're gonna go.
Do
back
we
to
go
the
back
rest of
into
them.
the wicked area,
No.
or do we destroy them from the bottom up?
Well, we could save that one for a while. We could explore some of the other caves first. Let Grimsky get a bit more confidence back. Like clearly, he doesn't want any part of that right now.
Wasn't there one on the bottom that you guys explored when I wasn't around? We could do that one.
There was one, and there were a couple of more that I seen throughout the ravine.
Yeah,
There was
there's
one way back in the trees.
Yeah, the 2 that you know you haven't been in yet is the one at the bottom, at the very western point of the ravine, but it's on the bottom, and then
That's the one with the slimes. I'm confused.
you did see some slimy looking creatures in there.
All right.
Yeah, that was like off to the right or something, right? Like we
the
walked
west.
in and looked to the right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But as far as the, let me see here. The Shavs of Chaos. Oi, it's the right cave, isn't it? Anyway, so yes, you have those caves, perhaps 60 feet up the ravine wall, like directly above it, you have another cave opening.
Wasn't that a cave with like a maze or something? Wasn't there like a cave that we tried to go into, but it seemed like we couldn't get anywhere? We felt turned around, disoriented.
No.
I don't recall that. Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's just every
And
maybe that's just every cave that we've walked into thus far in my brain.
Yeah, in the Greyhawk, in Castle Greyhawk, in the lower levels, we had that.
Okay.
Grimsby fine with anything but the evil temple cave.
Well, I think we clear them from the ground up. If you're in agreement, let's. Well, we've been in the one. There was some ooze or something that tried to lash out. We haven't been in the other. Perhaps we should go in there.
So I go over to Marius and collect my holy water. I'm like, well, he's got all this oil. We definitely have fire on our side.
Yep. Seemed like I was useful somewhat for a few minutes.
You'll be
Indeed.
fine.
Perhaps we should buy some more.
I got 5 on me. You can have as many as you want.
I can't carry
Good
anymore.
enough.
I'll be overburdened.
You give him one oil flask, he's like,
Movement 3.
oh, that's heavy.
But
say
it's
we go
literally, I will stop being able to walk. if you give me one more flask.
Chuck a bunch of oil in the cave and set one of those fireballs off.
Skyrim.
What was that, strength 5?
I have a strength of 5, yes.
Movie. So I love that about the Elder Scrolls games. You can be going like ass over tea kettle up a path and pluck a butterfly out of the air, and you will come to a dead stop. So, you're carrying too many items. Can't fast travel. Can't nope. You picked up that butterfly wing, and that
That's when the dash shout is useful. So that way, I can't walk, but I can magically sprint 100 yards.
Or aiming with a bow. Aiming with a bow allows you to go at a jog, which I think is funny.
I did not know that.
Yes.
If I was proficient with the bow, I'd try it here. I guess you don't have to be proficient if you're just aiming, right?
It doesn't work. It doesn't work in AD&D. Don't try it.
Damn it.
Can I get another 450 coins carry weight if I do this? All right, guys. So you're going back. Which cave are you going into?
Upper one, I think, or
The one that we haven't explored. Is that cool?
Yeah.
I'd like to get a couple combats in tonight.
Yeah, it's the top one. Sure.
I mean, we did. We just finished beating up poor Grimsby.
Yeah, but that was a suck combat.
You let me off pretty easy, actually, but thank you.
Yeah, well, I was trying to play the picture from the module, where you're shaking the guy and the coins are. Yeah, that Willingham picture.
I love that picture.
So do I.
All right, so you let's see if anything untoward happens. I keep hoping for the huge ancient red dragon to swoop down and create an opportunity for you guys to level up. That's what I call those.
No super chats, you people.
From level 0 to level 1.
Don't listen to Mobius. Super chat if you want.
Hey, some days.
I already told them to super chat if they wanted me to be more of like a dick or whatever, but nobody took.
It's what your character would do.
It is definitely what my character would do, provided there's a super chat.
I got it. Okay, folks, this is a real D&D game, so you have these breaks mid-game where somebody's got to say something funny or ridiculous. This is one of those times. Cleaning up the office today, had one of those stories on a guy playing a fighter with a barbarian, excuse me. I guess it's a 5e thing. I mean, I know there's barbarians in AD&D. Just go with it. He was Int 11. Int 11 puts you head and shoulders above the average peasant. And he was playing a barbarian. And the DM was like, no, if you push the statue over, you'll collapse it on your friends. I know. My character doesn't know that, though. Like, yeah, actually, your character, they're fighting over there. Do you know if you push that statue? And he's like, I want to roll to see if I know that. Make it a difficulty 20. And the DM's like, no, I'm not going to do that. And finally, the barbarian gets to do something that almost ends up in a party TPK. And they ask the players in-game, ask them, why'd you do that? I don't know. They ask the player, why'd you do that? Like the DM looks at the player and he goes, why did your character do that? And the player insisted that it was up to the DM to come up with a reason. He said, I don't have to have a reason. You have to come up with a reason why my character would have done that.
Fit this into your universe, please.
I throw people like that bodily from my table.
Oh, I would hope so. I would. I'd say, well, you're going to have to figure out of game why you're going to be sitting out in the living room until your Uber arrives or on my front doors.
I mean, my half orc has an intelligence of 6. I might play him a little over that sometimes, but 6 doesn't mean, it doesn't mean that you're a complete moron.
Yeah.
He has his moments.
You're 20% smarter than a flesh column, so
Being drunk all the time doesn't help.
Right. That's mostly the reason.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's back to the game. You arrive back at the caves, and you have scaled up the side of the ravine. There is a cave entrance open before you, and you can see it looks like it branches off in a couple of directions.
Is it sort of going in west to start?
Northwest, yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Grimsby, it's your time to shine.
All right.
Going in? No.
Lying on the ground before you are 2 goblets, a blood-stained ewer, and a bowl.
Yes.
No, you do not. You do not see things like that.
No,
So,
white, all the hair falls out. And,
Such a tease. Grimsby will scout forward, but he's very scared, so he's not going to scout very far forward, like maybe
Okay.
30 feet.
30 dirty feet. Let's see.
Is this the same thing that we normally do, where we hang out on the outside and you go up in?
Yeah, except
Alright.
that he's not going very far this time.
Okay.
Right. But I'll take the left side and guard that if anything comes running out, as usually happens.
yeah, I'll take the right.
Yep. Okay, and it's very good to see you too, Sean Hull. Sean is one of our earliest hangers out around here, and I think you're on the Hall, the Wall of Hall of Fame. Which, if for those of you who would like to support the show on Patreon or via YouTube membership, there's the Patreon link down there, and at the $10 supporter level, whether it's YouTube membership, which is I think is right over there, or Patreon, every month you will receive a first edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons module written by myself or by my co-host Kyle. Commercial break over. Grimsby, you are presented with a few different paths. You can go to your right or you can go to your left. If you go to your right, it looks like there's a few paths in that direction, and these are short distances. It's like 20 feet if you go on your right, and if you go left, it looks like it turns sharper northwest. It's almost a straight shot to the left. So it's up to you. Which way do you want to go?
The left looks like it's straight shot. He'll go down that.
Okay.
30 feet.
You go what you think is 30 feet in. You can just see a T intersection directly in front of you.
He'll head back.
Okay, which direction are you heading?
I just walked up this way. You turn around and walk back.
Yeah, but did you?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's okay.
So now Grimsby's going to start panicking because it seems like he's lost.
Okay. All right. Okay, Grimsby, you think if you just turn around and walk straight away from the T intersection, that might be the way to go.
Yeah. Grimsby's saying like, yeah, I know. I'll just go straight back this way. Yeah, I know. Go straight back this way. He's also taking out his magic dagger, which he usually doesn't have out because it sheds light. He's going to have to start using light in here.
Okay. So you can feel air on your face, and it's just a little off to your left now. You can see the sun coming in.
I will head straight to it.
Okay. All right. You are standing outside the cave now, and you're wondering why was that even an issue?
It's kind of confusing in there, guys. Like, I got all turned around very easily. You should keep that in mind.
How's it confusing?
Well, we better stick together then.
Man, you don't still feel right.
Yeah, maybe I'm just not feeling good.
I think that
you
might
just
be
need
the
some
case.
confidence, man. It'll
How
all come
wide
back.
is it in there? How tall?
They're like 10-foot passages, normal height. But it's all, I think you said it was like rough. It wasn't straight lines. It was all rough.
Yeah.
Be cave-like.
Yeah.
Let's form a marching order and take it.
Grimsby will heroically go to the rear.
All right,
Let's form an orderly queue for the monsters to eat us. It'll be good.
I just need to know one thing.
myself.
Who's next to me?
That would be me. And the henchman behind us, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, the henchman.
Alrighty then.
They have spears, right?
They do.
Right.
Right, so we could like bend down if we needed to, and they could stab over us, or
Well, you better
Yeah.
bend real low, or you'll take one in the back.
yeah, that's why I was like, well, I could turn to the side or something, and then we got the elf and Marius, and then we got Grimsby in the back, right?
Yep.
That's what we do. We move in.
Yep.
Tally ho.
And as we go, Grimsby's going to be making little marks on the wall with his dagger.
Okay.
He thinks he'll be able to use these to get back out.
Okay. Picturing the scene from Labyrinth where she was drawing on the
Yeah.
stones and lifting up and turning around.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yep.
Labyrinth, if you haven't seen it, folks, is a really great D&D-ish movie. Okay, so are you going in the leftish direction that Grimsby was headed, or are you kind of going to the north rightish direction that he didn't head?
Going out.
Rightish.
Yeah. But
Okay.
the one led to a T, so I might as well save that one for last.
20 feet in, you have a passage that keeps going straight ahead, and you got a passage that turns to the right.
Which way did the first one turn?
You've got a passage that goes straight ahead.
Straight ahead, right?
You've
And
got
then
a passage to your. You think to your right. You think it's to your right. It's probably. To
I assume we'll continue straight ahead. Thank you.
All right. The Babe, Bob Jester. So you go 20 feet, and the passage now turns to the left. As you
All
can.
right, we'll continue along.
All right. Goes another 10 feet, turns back to the right, and you've got a passage to the right, and you've got a passage to the left.
To the right.
I look back at Grimsby. I really hope he's still making those marks.
Hey, he ain't drawing a map no more. He's like,
No.
yeah, screw you. You thought I was stupid? Go do it yourself.
Mark the player knows where we are. I'm not bothering with the map.
Okay. Okay, so the passage to the right, well, it goes to the right. The passage to the left, you can clearly see from where you're standing, goes maybe 20 feet, and then it branches off too.
Well, assuming there's no crazy Ivans, I'm just Vroog's just gonna go ahead and hug the right wall.
Okay. So you go right for a little bit, Vroog, and you are not surprised by the squeaking and chirping and meeping sounds coming from an open area that is about roughly 20 by 20, you think. And suddenly the air is filled with a fluttering of little leathery wings as sturges all come sort of fluttering off the walls towards the shapes, or the lights rather, and the shapes associated with them. So let's get some inspiration here. Tell me what's going on. What is Vroog doing? Sturgis coming at you.
Yeah, I'm gonna bat him out of the sky with my long sword.
Already, Grimsby, you're in the back.
Yep, he's going to actually sheath his dagger and hide in shadows.
All right. The Hobbit in the back said Sturgis are about to attack, and it turned into a ballroom blitz. Mobius, what is Duran doing?
He's batters up with his staff.
Okay. How about Marius?
This is something I could throw darts at.
There you go. Answer standard.
I'm going to ready my wand of paralyzation.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll initiative then for combat. Roll it, please, if you would. Doomsword. Getting a 2. The Sturges basically use this round, and they are upon you. There are easily a dozen. So they're kind of flapping all over the place. Mark Grimsby is attempting to hide in shadows.
Oh, wait, the Sturgis. Okay, sorry.
It's yeah, you're looking around. There's light sources everywhere. You kind of press against the wall and hope you're not seen. But so we have 2 men at arms. That's 1, 2,
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is going to be 2 attacking Vrug. Let's see.
DM, can I change my action to sleep?
Vrug, let's see. There's something about Sturges that I remember from the monster manual, and Vrug's armor class is like what, 0 or 1 or minus -1?
-1, I think.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Yeah. Well, it's I don't know. It's 0 without magic. Okay, because I never got that stuff identified or found anybody, whatever.
Okay. I know what it is then, so let me see.
It would be the plate mail. I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I don't know. I have a medium shield +2. I don't know the plate mail.
Okay. So, yeah, that tells me... Yeah, so a couple land on you, and they're furiously trying to wiggle their proboscis into your armor. Mark, Grimsby is far enough back that you're not immediately getting any on you. Duran, what is your armor class, please?
Mine's 3.
Yours is 3. All right. My soundboard is not going to, or my sound controls are not going to let me roll dice. So getting a couple on you. One of them misses, but one of them hits. And yeah, that stings. That stings quite a bit. And so you take 1 point of damage as it wiggles its little and it's holding on to you with its legs, and you can kind of see its little face is doing one of those, kind of disgusting. Marius, couple on you. What is your armor class?
It's 10.
Oh my. Okay, well.
Oh, actually, it's 8 because I got a dex bonus.
Okay.
So.
Yes, same thing. 1 lights on your chest, and it's kind of, as it's having its snack. Sir Standard, what is your armor class?
My armor class is 0.
6. Okay. And you're fine. And so that was 2, 4, 6, 8.
One man at arms has an armor class of 2. The other has an armor class of 6.
All right. The one with the armor class 2. That may actually get him. Sturges are kind of insidious that way. Let's see. Dungeon Master's Guide. Yes, the fellow with the armor class 2 is... This is not the... Ow!
He's got it in the neck, like the picture in the monster manual or whatever.
So he is...
He's like...
Tomorrow you will be one of my brides. Stick. And the armor...
Can they all feed off of him?
The armor class 6 below.
One of the free ones.
Your man at arms with armor class 6. He takes a point of damage also. So, players rounds. Let's see it. Let's go about this.
All right, I'm gonna swat one out of the sky, assuming there's one still in front of me. This is without magic. This is my longsword,
Yes,
but
you
it's
have.
21 regardless.
I think your minimum damage, you just literally just plack, and
Here, I'll roll it without magic. 6.
yeah, it ceases to exist. Duran, you want to swat one?
I sure do.
All right. All right, that will hit one.
Nice work.
Trying to get a good roll. Nice.
No.
Yeah, it stops fluttering. It just drops to the floor. Marius, you were throwing darts. Your rate of fire is 3. They were moving as you were loosing, so you can go ahead and discharge all your missiles without throwing into melee.
Pew, pew, pew,
Come on, Marius. Come on.
Don't suck, Marius. Look at that. I got at least a natural 20.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You did hit one of them, so dart damage one of them.
Yep, 1 die 3, I believe.
Yep.
And I don't have a strength bonus. Actually,
You got a minus 1? Minus 3?
I have a minus damage adjustment for strength, but does that work with the missile weapon?
No.
Okay.
No,
So
no, it doesn't.
this is a perfect weapon for me then.
You're fine.
All right. It is, well, it's going to be 2 points.
All right, yeah, so you pop one of them in its belly. Do you want to roll for your men-at-arms and then do your spell, Sir Standard?
Sure. Let's see how this works. Well, one hit.
One man-at-arms does hit.
With a 3.
With a 3, let me check what their...
I don't think they'd be trying to kill Sturges with spears, so I was allocating sword damage.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine.
Makes a bit more sense to me.
No, you can stick the sturge on the spear and just keep sticking more and more of them,
Shish kebab.
You
and
can,
then put it over a fire and roast them up.
Sturge kebab.
Catch
They
one.
explode.
All right.
Attach it to the end of the spear.
That
Gotta
is
burn all the
actually...
fur off first, so.
It's been years ago, but a friend of mine was running this module, and we actually gathered up the sturges and gave them to the hobgoblins as food for safe passage. So,
Sweet.
hey, you'll get in less trouble with the folks in the keep if you just let us through here. Okay. Lots of very high rolls on reaction when we did that. Okay, so that actually kills one. And Sir Standard, you were casting what on them?
Sleep.
Sleep.
2d4 for 1 to 2 hit dice, or am I rolling 4d4 for less than 1 hit dice?
2d4.
Thank you. I couldn't remember which one Sturges were. Hey, 5.
All right, so that is 5 of them drop down, and let's see. So you guys have killed 4, and 5 of them are now asleep.
And there were what, 12?
Get that last one. Oh, I thought there was 10.
There were more than 12. There were 13 total. So you killed 4. So that leaves 9, and 5 of them. So there are 4 still alive and fluttering. It's a new round, and I think 4 characters have sturges on them. So we'll just go. We'll just go with the sturges that are on people are the ones. In the new round, they get their blood sucking before anything else. So let's see. Vroog, you have one on you, correct?
Yeah, but he didn't hit me. I'm not being sucked.
No, I am.
Oh, you weren't being sucked? Okay.
Nah.
All right. Grimsby's not. Was it Duran? It was. So that's a point. That's a point. Marius doesn't have one on him.
Oh, I do. I do.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, he hit me.
And there was a man-at-arms. That's probably where you got confused. There was a man-at-arms next to me.
So that's 4 points on Marius, and
Okay.
Oh,
He's down.
What?
I only have 3 hit points.
Ah!
He's negative 2, so
you're not dead.
No, I will be in a round.
You to -3, that would have slain you outright. Okay, so Man-at-Arms is sucked for 4.
Jesus Christ.
And I think that's everybody that had one. So there's one still fluttering around. Looks like Halfling's back on the menu, boys.
Indeed.
I attempt to look as unappetizing as possible.
Well, Grimsby, there's 2 kinds of halflings in this world: those that look appetizing and those that look unappetizing. Take a point of damage, and you now have a scourge on you.
It's a pet.
Yeah, pet's making me sleepy.
Guys, can I keep him? Can I keep him, guy?
Let me just tell you, if I accidentally kill everybody, I'm sorry.
No, you're not. But you'd be justified.
Okay. So yeah, that's their auto. Now you guys can you guys can attempt to kill them all.
I'm gonna yell at Brug and tell him to get this one off me.
Well, I've got one still in front of me, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, I killed one in front of me. I mean, I'll take the one off of it. That's what I mean. I'll take the one off the ROM, but I don't know. I mean, I have to grab it off, or I'll have to hack it and hope I don't take his head off.
Grimsby's just stabbing himself.
Yeah, Vroog, get yours. I'll get the cleric. The Men-at-Arms can get themselves.
Yeah, we all
How's that sound?
That's what I was thinking.
Well, their armor class is effectively so bad when they're just sitting still on you trying to drain your blood that it's quite literally a matter of tearing them off. They're a bit like leeches in that respect.
Okay, do I have one in front? I know I killed one. Do I have one in front of me still?
The 2 that were flapping around you killed one, and the other one zipped over your head, and then you heard Grimsby say, "I have a pet."
Okay, yeah. Well, then I'll grab the one that's closest to me on one of my friends. I'll grab it, take it off, and throw it against the wall.
Give me a d20 roll.
With no adjustments.
Unless you're trying to hit it with a weapon. I'll give you a strength adjustment on it.
All right, I'll do that.
I'll put your blood back in you.
Yeah, that's a 7.
That actually I don't think is gonna hit. It's kind of dodging around.
Right.
We're little buggers.
You're fighter 2 or fighter 3? Oh, you're fighter 2 these
fighter
days.
2. Yeah.
Fighter 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So same. Yeah. No, you can't grab it. It's moving around and it's still got a.
And the person is moving around and all that.
All right. Mark, is Grimsby going to try and stab this thing?
Yeah.
All right. Make your roll.
My magic dagger.
Okay.
So I rolled a 14 total.
Yeah, that's sufficient. That is sufficient. It's 1 to 4 with your dagger. So,
okay.
And no, you don't stab it into yourself. Did you roll your dagger damage, Mark?
I'm sorry. I apologize. I thought you said it was going to be enough, but
Okay.
I see what you mean now. I rolled a 4 damage total.
Yeah, that is sufficient. You kill it. Mobius, you wanna try and kill this one on you?
If I can grab the one off me for 100%.
All right.
D20.
D20. Oh yeah. Roll a D6.
I'll grab it off my neck and like throw it on the ground. Try to stomp on it. Oh.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of flutter. It's kind of trying to flutter and get back up. You know, you picked it up and thrown it down. Your friend is lying flat on his back. Is anyone tending to him as he's having?
That's what I'm doing. And then
Okay.
the Men-at-Arms are seeing to themselves with the whole scourge on him.
All right.
So here's the D20 roll for me.
Yeah, that's going to be sufficient. You're able to get that one off of your buddy.
7 damage.
Yeah, it's destroyed.
All right, and
So
Men-at-Arms number 1 and 2. That'll work.
Yeah, they're able to remove theirs. And go ahead and roll some damage.
Oh God. No, I guess it could in theory live. I doubt it. But...
Yeah, one of them destroys his, and the other one kind of throws his. So there's two Sturges still kind of trying to flap up and fly around and finish their meal. Vaughn, the Sturges take 12 hit points of blood out of the target at a D4 every round, and then they waddle off full of blood. They literally just flop down on the ground and crawl off somewhere to sleep it off. So you've stabilized. You stabilized your magic user, who it looks like he had to dip.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Yep. So it works because he's now unconscious. So the rest of you have disposed of all but 2 of the Sturges. New round. I know what the Sturges are going to do. Vroog, you're going to try and kill one of these things.
Yeah, assuming it's flopping around in my range or whatever. Obviously.
Mark, what about Grimsby?
Is there any nearby that I can take?
Yeah.
Then I will do so.
All right. Duran, how about Mobius?
He's going to ignore the Sturges and beseech Bocob to heal his poor friend Marius.
Okay. And Sir Standard.
Well, I mean, I'll go ahead and I'll swing at the Sturges along with the Men-at-Arms.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll initiative. And Mark, I think it's your turn.
Oh, goody.
For an initiative that isn't against your friends.
Yeah. Oh, well.
The Sturges go first. So this thing flaps back up at you. It wasn't finished with its meal, Grimsby. And your armor class is what?
My armor class is 4.
Is 4. That's what I thought you said. Okay. So I rolled a 13 armor. Flap! Ah! So enjoy a spicy nip of 3 points of damage.
Ow!
Plunges that proboscis into your neck. And let's see. Vroog, you are turning to bat at this thing, so it's going to just kind of zip past your head. The party may now attack the Sturges.
Yeah, I use bullet time to get out of the way. And I'll swing around and slash it in half with my sword.
All right, roll your attack.
All right, this is without magic. 7 without magic. AC 12 without it.
All right, so 7. That's 9. With your strength bonus, rather. Wait, is it 7 with your strength bonus or 9 with your strength bonus?
7 with my strength bonus.
7. Okay, that will actually miss then. Mark Grimsby, want to try and instabulate this thing before it gets you?
I'll try to do it again.
All right.
Not like that, though.
Oh, that was worse than mine.
Stab.
All right. Mobius, how about Duran?
Yeah, so his spell goes off. Oh, but he only gets 1 hit point back.
All right. Well, he gets a hit point back. He's less at death's door. Okay, Sir Standard.
Yep. All right, let's roll for me first. Before math, so 14.
Sufficiente.
Cool. F word, it's dead.
Yeah. So there's one left, and it's on Grimsby.
Nope.
Men at Arms are afraid to have the halfling down, so they're like, hold still, good Perianeth.
The men and nopes.
Yep.
All right. Okay, it's a new round, but the Sturge is going Capri Sun on you.
I'll end up all like sucked in.
1 point of blood loss.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Yeah, that's all for this round. Let's do the Sturge Warp again. Everybody swat it and hack at it.
I will hack at mine. Let's
Okay.
try this.
Right. Are they all on people now?
There's just one left.
Oh, okay.
12
So-
would hit AC 8. No, AC 9, actually.
That is actually sufficient because it is just sitting still on you. So
Awesome.
pop. Roll some damage. It has taken damage before, so
2.
Oh, 2. That's right. Okay, it's magic. So yeah, that's enough. You do slash it and throw it off of you, panting. So all of the Sturges are dead now. And to answer Vaughn's question about they don't let go until full or dead, if they're grabbed and removed, they'll let go. So,
My players have gotten into the habit of just grabbing Sturges with their bare hands and then squishing them like ripe melons.
Clap. Okay. So yes, you're in this sandy cave. Your comrade has fallen, but there are dead Sturges all around you.
All right. The comrade's still like totally unconscious and whatnot.
Yes, he was reduced to less than 0. He is now at -1. So he is.
Has he stabilized? Like, is
Uh,
he still bleeding out?
no, he's not bleeding out. He is not bleeding out.
Grimsby wants to check the cave too. Maybe there'll be some treasure here that'll make this all worthwhile.
Let's go along. I agree completely.
right.
Leave a man at arms to watch him.
Priest. How many heal spells do we have left?
Well, I got a couple of scrolls.
Ooh, we're down to scrolls.
Mm-hmm.
Man, your god just doesn't like you, does he?
I don't know what you're talking about.
More healing. That's what. Damn it. All right. Because one of my men-at-arms is down to 1, so I guess we'll leave him there.
Yeah, we'll leave him guarding. Leave him guarding the whatever that guy was.
Don't even remember his name, Vrook. That's awesome.
Hey, he was damned worthless.
We'll give him a couple extra bucks.
Leave the other worthless guy with the worthless guy. Let's go kill.
So
I'm going to remind you, the men-at-arms that accompany me are the ones that are free.
okay, so
Yeah, I'll pay him.
the cave for the Sturges is literally like 5 feet in front of you.
Yeah, that's
you
where I
got-
wanted to check. That's where.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a nasty, damp cave, roughly 20 by 20, and you see an opening on the far end of it from where you are.
So
Got any exits?
Yeah, you think there's one to the north out of here.
Well, I was role playing with Mark.
Grimsby takes a look around, see if there's anything to make Marius's death worthwhile.
Marius is still alive. Anyway,
You're ruining the scene.
No. Yeah.
Sturge
We're
poop.
role playing here, Bill. Player agency.
Sorry.
Come on, man.
If
I did a
Sturge
whole
poop
video
is
on that.
if Sturge poop is any value to you, then this is truly a massive treasure trove.
Okay,
Can you substitute it for bat poop?
for fireballs. Maybe instead of fireball, it's a blood ball. That shows.
It is specifically bat guano with fireball. I'm sorry. Keenan wins Sergeant Bat Guano in Doctor Strangelove. All right, so yeah, you think you've got an exit to the north, maybe out of this cave?
I think we should leave.
For what?
I know, Vrook, you want more stuff, but look, Marius is down. That poor guy whose name we don't even know, he's injured.
Yeah, but they can stay there. Let's
I'll
go a
stay
little
with him
bit
because I'm
farther.
injured. You notice that I get blood all over him. He's
That's what you got the realm for.
Pop.
Duran.
I always burn one of these scrolls. We got the 3 free from. What did we do that we traded for them?
Every time we come in this place and then leave this place, they reorganize. I'll go alone if need be.
Well, I can't let you go alone.
Well, okay. Grimsby will heroically bring up the rear to make sure that no one is sneaking up on us.
The standard's fine. Grimsby's hurt, but he's staying in the back.
All right. Yeah. So your one of your men at arms says, "Well, what about this new fellow adventuring with us?"
You stay with him.
His eyes get kind of big. By myself? I'm injured too.
Yeah, well, I got a platinum piece. What do you feel about that?
Why don't we?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, why don't we just retreat? And because like our cleric only brings one healing spell.
That's what I was suggesting.
Yeah, but we
I'll just bring
retreat,
this
and
right
I'll
after
see
they
you guys like not next week, but the week after. Come on, let me hack something.
You did.
Well, fair enough. Look, I have no life. This is the highlight of my life.
I agree. Same.
Let's go.
Yeah, so let me cut something's head off.
Grimsby was right there for you, and you passed it up.
Grimsby got cursed and ruined the entire session.
Yep, that's my fault.
I believe that Doomsword is taking the piss with you there.
I know he is.
He knows.
All right.
I love taking the piss.
So, which way are you guys going? Are you going out that north entrance that you see?
Oh, we leaving? Because I'm actually cool with that too. If
Yeah.
we want to leave,
I think we should. I think we should retreat. At least get the injured guy outside.
Okay. Are you then to retreat? Or are you going north or south?
Oh Christ! Thanks to you.
Grimsby's going to turn around and say, "We came from that direction." Mark's not sure if he's right, but that's what Grimsby does. Do you
We're
want me to
gonna
roll it?
follow the marks that Grimsby left.
Grimsby looks for some of his marks.
Okay. All right, Grimsby. Let's see. Yeah, you see some of your marks on the wall behind you.
Okay, let's this way. So now Grimsby's leading the way with his dagger
Okay.
out.
You come to a three-way intersection. You can go to your right or to your left, or back the way you came.
Do I see any of my marks?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you see some of your marks.
I follow them.
it's almost over.
Okay. So you go south about 10 feet, you think, or maybe it's north. Maybe it is north. Anyway.
There's such a beep, 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 beep.
And you can go in that direction for about 10 feet, and then you see it goes in that direction.
Well, Grimsby's going to be looking for his marks whenever possible.
Okay.
And he
All right.
vaguely remembers that we had been taking right-hand turns, so Grimsby thinks that means I should take left-hand turns to get out of here.
Okay.
If he can't find a mark, he'll take a left.
So you kind of you sort of take that dog leg, and looking, you can see dim light filtering in from that direction.
This way.
Or at
Grimsby
least
starts speeding up.
all right. So Grimsby, you come to there's a path off to your left, and then there's the way south where the light is coming from. Which way do you wish to go?
Let's go south.
Okay. South, you said?
Towards the light.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. You all eventually break out into the relatively fresh air and light of the ravine after following Grimsby, and you're looking out upon the expanse of dead brown before you.
That's the smell of freedom, friends.
Yeah, that is a bad place.
I hope I'm doing a good enough job with that particular area where you guys are at.
Oh yeah,
I
you're,
hate
you're
it.
doing great. Exactly. I hate it.
I always love DMing this part.
I hate it. It makes me want to. Yeah, you are lucky we don't play in person. I would chuck a rocks glass at your head.
I knew as soon as you said, I just turn around and follow my way back. I'm like, no, that's not going to work.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So yeah, you see in the distance your men at arms standing by the horses, and so you load up.
Yep.
You head back to the keep.
Yep.
Nothing untoward happens on the way there, and you arrive back.
We get eaten by an owlbear.
Yes, Vinger. Kevin usually has to dip out about 30 minutes before we wrap due to work concerns where he's at. But it's a real life game. It's a real life game, and I don't employ a stable of voice actors with a how many ever $1 million budget. Things like that happen.
If I might ask, can we bring this game maybe, or at least consider bringing this game a half hour back so that he can stay the whole time?
I am not opposed to that. I mean,
I'm fine.
I might not be able to distribute recipes. I'm just saying, if anyone in the audience,
yeah,
is not getting
that's a
recipes
problem.
from me, that's
yeah, your butter chicken and chicken korma and stuff. I really
Yes.
like that.
Okay, so you return to the keep. Your injured magic user friend in tow, and yes, Vaughn, that would be an 8 p.m. start on Tuesday nights. I would likely just dispense with the preamble ramble, and then we would play to 10:30. So perhaps I'll do a post-amble ramble.
That could work.
But back at the keep, you are able to rest, to put your feet up, and to consider the strange caves that you entered, where directions seemed to have no meaning, and there were strange bat-like birds, or were they bird-like bats, or were they not exactly insects, nor lizards, nor buzzards, nor people? A little Lovecraftian on you there. That's Friday night.
I inadvertently rubbed the back of my neck.
Bill, if you want direction to have no meaning, all you need to do is ask a teenager.
Right. I've got one in my house, and I've got a 22-year-old also. So believe me. All right. So you set your friend in the apartments to rest, and I'm guessing you all engage in some heavy day drinking. Yes.
Sure, and go back immediately.
Since you've deposited your friend, you're just going to whip around and head back. Is that the plan, or?
I mean,
What are we gonna do?
I'm good with that. I only used one spell.
Yeah, we ain't sitting here for a week waiting on this guy who throws darts. I mean, I'm about to challenge him to a dart throwing contest, being a gambler.
Question, DM.
Lawn darts. That was a great game.
Yeah.
I regain spells every 4 hours of rest. Can I use that 4 hours to change the spell I would regain?
Yes, you can study another spell.
Awesome. Then I know what I'm doing with my other spell slot for the day. I will use my unseen servant to continue to harass Frug while he gets drunk. It's the
Little
best
does he
use
know
of-
I love it, as long as it doesn't have anything to do with the back exit.
No. I move your tankard about 3 inches to the left, 6 inches to the right. Tie your shoes together. Unhook your belt.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
I'm fine with that. Whatever.
Okay, so you go through this particular nonsense, but you're not going back to the caves today? I mean, today in reference to this session. I mean, if the next time we game, you say, "Hey, sorry, Kevin, we're leaving you here and we're going back to the caves."
No, we're definitely going back to the caves. We got 8 minutes. I mean, that's my perspective.
Yeah, right.
Plenty of time to
Yeah,
get
let's
killed.
go.
Let's
Let's
go.
do the whole cave. All of them in 8 minutes. No,
That's when I rolled 30 to 300 orcs on the road.
And that's
So close to
experience
a one.
points.
So close to a 1.
Okay, so nothing untowards. You return to the caves. What cave are you guys going in? This is a man who's definitely some Dungeons and Dragons
We're
folks.
gonna go in the same one.
Yeah, the same one we were already in. We already got knife marks along the wall. We have some familiarity with it. Let's follow it around.
Are the knife marks still there?
I would hope so.
Did you put the marks on Grimsby?
Sorry, what was the question?
Which wall did you put the marks on?
The right-hand wall.
Really?
Where was it the right?
I thought it was.
Yeah, I know. It is confusing. I know.
Okay. So yeah, you've got some marks. You've got your 2 directions you can go. Which way are you guys going to go?
Let's go left this time.
Sure.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Chris,
T.
who makes a mark.
All right. So you follow up. You go about 40 feet, 30 feet maybe. And then you got a tunnel on this side and you got a tunnel on that side. Which way do you want to go?
Left again.
Left.
Okay. Just a short distance in that direction. It broadens out into a 3-way gallery. The direction you came, that way, and that way.
Left again.
Okay.
Sir Standard, is left this way or that way?
It's on his left-hand side.
Okay.
Come on, man.
We go left.
All right.
We go left.
I thought I was stupid.
It's the Sturge. It sucked all the blood out of my head.
Apparently. It sucked all the blood out your other head, too?
Then I told for that.
Yeah. Anyway, so you go in that direction. You eventually come to a point where there's a passage some other way, and then there's some rocks in front of you. Behind the rocks, it looks like there's kind of an open space.
Can we squeeze through the rocks?
That's different.
Yeah. The rocks are like 10 feet wide.
I ain't gonna squeeze through that. Let me knock some of it over.
No, dude. It's like 10 feet wide.
Oh, alright.
All right. So are you going between the rocks, or are you going up that other tunnel that goes somewhere?
Let's go between the rocks.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Okay. Let's see. Wait. No, that was a 2. Grimsby, you're not surprised at all by the Minotaur. Does anyone here have a dex of better than 16 or better, rather?
I believe I
me.
do.
Nope.
One sec. Yes. Wait. Yes, I do.
Okay. The men-at-arms don't. So Duran, Vrug, and the 2 men-at-arms are they're like, there's a Minotaur sitting on a rock. Arranged in decorative patterns around the floor of this cave are skulls and femurs. It is chewing on something, finishes it, throws it off, stands up, has a great spear, lets out a huge bellow, and charges Vrug with a capital C with its great spear. And misses you completely. Vrug, even though you're dumbstruck, it runs past you and, well, it runs to you and tries to stab you with its spear, but misses. So that was its surprise round. or that was its charge during its surprise round. What is Grimsby doing, and what is Sir Standard doing?
Grimsby wants to try to move around to behind this thing.
Okay. And how about Sir Standard?
I have a wand of paralyzation with this thing's name on it.
Okay. Let's go ahead and Grimsby, you're trying to move silently. You've got your boots of elven kind.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. Sorry, those are the boots of Elvis kind. So you scuttle around rear. You use your wand of paralyzation on him. Your wand. Nope.
Resist this, you.
He does not resist that. He bellows and he's rearing back like this, holding up his spear, getting ready to attack Vroog again, and just stops with a snort.
All right, Vroog, there you go. I set him up. You knock him down.
If Vroog doesn't do it, Grimsby will.
Thank you.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Vroog-
I'll attack him straight away.
Okay. Let me see.
We're checking the place out.
Is it okay? Maximum possible damage. Number of attack routines is twice the number, so you can hit him twice for your max damage.
Are they auto hits as well?
Yeah, that was my question.
Oh, let me see.
I would think so.
Automatically struck by any attack to which they would be normally subject, and the maximum damage. So yes,
Maximum damage.
Twice
All right,
maximum.
so is he okay? Well, is he large?
yes, he is large.
So that's going to be a 1d12 plus 3 without considering magic. So that's going to be 30 right there.
30 plus 2 magics.
Yes, blood is pumping out of wounds, and it's like its eyes are spinning around, but it still appears to be alive. Mark, what is your maximum damage twice?
So 2 daggers. So that's 4. Twice is 8. One of them is a magic dagger, so that's 2 more. He could do 10 points of damage total.
Okay, you open up the taps in the kidneys, and he kind of slumps, and since he's dead, the spell can't really affect him anymore, and he falls over a pool of blood spreading out underneath him.
Helped you with that, Vroog.
So I have to say, that's the fastest dispatch I've ever seen of the Minotaur in the Caves of Chaos. Nobody had gotten the wand of paralyzation early on. We're in forearm vision from Doomsword there. Let's see.
Was that from you, Bill?
All right, so we can see you just fine.
And hear you.
And hear you. Okay, so...
and hear me too.
Yes.
Sorry.
The Minotaur lays dead on the ground. What do?
Go through his pockets for loose change.
Do the do that you do.
Yep.
Look around for his wife.
You do not see a female Minotaur.
Probably good.
Yeah, really. She'd be scarier than the male.
The tip of the spear was glowing, by the way. I forgot to mention that.
Much
Somebody
too big
grab that
Grimsby.
before one of those lousy henchmen grab it up.
Yeah.
All right, so you've got that, and you've got this great open area. What are you guys doing?
Let's search to see if he has any treasure.
Uh-huh.
Dooms, it's fine. The camera is fine.
Yeah, I guess I'll identify the spear later.
Okay. Grimsby, there is a great boulder against the wall that is obviously hiding something.
Vrug, could you come over here for a second?
Bam, bam.
Aye.
You're a big, strong boy. Could you move this rock, please?
Boy, who you calling boy?
Big, strong man. Orc, man.
That's it.
Orc? Not sure how that works. Can you move this rock?
Absolutely.
No. Oh, look out. Oh, great Orson. Mork calling Orson. He's a half Mork, you see. Okay. So the stone is huge and will require the effort of more than one to roll out of the way.
I'll help.
All right, so I have 1095. I can lift a couple of 100 pounds.
Okay.
But it's going to take a couple people. Who else is strong?
Man-at-Arms throws his shoulder in there, Sir Standard. So between Sir Standard, Vrug, and the Man-at-Arms, you roll the stone out of the way, and there is a large chest. There is a staff leaning against the wall. There is a fine-looking suit of plain mail. There is a small coffer, and there is a small chest. The 3 chests all have padlocks on them.
Well, Grimsby's gonna check for traps and then try to open the locks. He'll start with the big one.
Okay.
Let's just
take
haul
the-
all of it out.
Yeah.
Grimsby, you don't think the first one is trapped?
Awesome. But Sir Standard, you're saying let's just carry this stuff out?
Yeah, I mean, we have to even if we unlock it, even if we open it, right? We have to carry that anyway. Let's just carry it all out and do it where it's safe.
Yeah, but what if it says dirty socks in there?
Yeah, that's okay. Somebody will want it. The orphans will want it.
A
Besides, we might want a box.
A locked chest full of Minotaur night soil.
All right.
Yep.
I grab up
Yeah,
the staff and I pick up one side of the chest and look at Root to grab the other side, and I guess we're
All right.
gaining these things.
Yeah,
Are you taking the suit of plate mail?
may as well.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It is exceptionally light.
Good.
Okay, so you
So we have a big chest, a small chest. I'm writing this down. A
Yep.
coffer,
Yep.
staff,
Yep.
Plate mail.
plate mail,
Yep.
and there was something else I thought.
I have the magic spear.
Magic spear. Do we have a helmet?
no
Magic.
Actually, it's back at the.
magic.
Yeah, actually, we had a magic helmet. Now we have a magic spear. So was there anything else? Did he have a pouch with stuff in it for coins?
No, he did not. Sorry.
That's okay. So big chest, small chest, coffer, staff, plate mail, magic spear.
Correct.
And he had a head, which I'm taking.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Absolutely.
with that stuff,
Pretty
if
air.
we can drag that out, hopefully we can find our way back out.
Yep.
Fingers
Hey,
crossed.
The plate mail and magic staff can probably go to the cleric.
Let's
Well,
get this stuff out before we
don't
start
let him
moving.
wear it.
Yeah. Let's just get out of here first.
Yeah, obviously. But yeah, let's get out. Because I will not be here next week.
Neither shall I.
Yes, we'll have to see what's going on, and I think let's have a quick gander here and see, do we end on a cliffhanger or the party just getting back? We end on a cliffhanger.
Oh,
There
comes that red dragon.
There's the red dragon you were looking for.
So, I think we will probably end up pausing between sessions. Folks, thank you very much to our excellent cadre of players. We always appreciate the fun we have here at the table. Tomorrow night, we'll be back. Of course, Kyle will be running some conflict for us. And Dooms, did you get in that game on a permanent level? Venger, thank you very much for the super.
Yeah, I'll check it out tomorrow. I really enjoyed it. So yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
I'll be there.
Wonderful. So you guys that like the live plays, tune in because there's another one tomorrow night. Thursday night, classes in session. Guess what? Thursday night, we're going to be talking about how you use the excellent experience point and leveling system in first edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. I hope everyone will have their ears on for that. And then Friday, you thought you were safe. You assured yourself that everything was going to be okay. No, it's not. Friday concludes Shocktober's Call of Cthulhu mini marathon. Episode 4, The King in Yellow. Don't miss it. You want to be here Friday for that. So I hope everyone will tune in. Thank you again to my players, to my audience, to everyone out there. Hugs and kisses to you all. Love you all. Thank you for tuning in. And regardless of the things as you think go bump in the night, please do keep your ears open for the Owl Bear. Peace, and I'll see you guys later.
Have you seen my owl bear? Here's to all the weirdos everywhere in the woods and in the air. Have you seen my owl bear? Should I shave off all my hair? Bobs are all around. Some live in tunnels underground. Some are fat, some are rich, some are sleeping in a ditch. Can you ride a crooked horse without a saddle way off course? Naked as a toad all the way to Smoky Joe's. Have you seen the little creep driving fast in his little green Jeep? He smells like fish and brandy, but his rotten teeth look dandy. Take me to the show, I don't care if fast or slow. From action flicks to dancing dicks, just take me to the show.